I've taken the trip to Lincoln here at Napier Turbochargers. This is a fantastic case study for GROB UK. Now, Lewis, being the managing director, you guys have been hitting the market very hard in reference to lots of different companies buying your machines, and this is a fantastic case study talking really about turbochargers and impellers. Tell us a little bit about the story here at Napier.
Yes, Mark, obviously GROB UK are really trying to push our machines, our universal machines, not just into the automotive industry but into the other sectors now, and we're really achieving that. So we've got machines in the aerospace industry, the medical, mould and die, now turbochargers, this Napier with a large scale industrial turbochargers for marine and defence purposes, power generation purposes. And it all started 2 years ago when we was asked by Napier to do a desktop study of how we would produce a impeller for them. We come back with what we thought was an aggressive cycle time but an achievable cycle time. Napier weren't too confident that we could achieve what we were saying we could achieve, so we went from a desktop study to a full test cut programmed by GROB in our demonstration area in Mindelheim. Napier visited us, we proved the process, we proved the cycle time that we had demonstrated on the desktop study. The rest is history, really.
And it's quite interesting that you've got the two machines, but also you've got the turning elements on both. So I understand from talking to the guys at Napier that has actually brought it down down by 3 different processes, isn't it?
Yeah, multiple processes. So the impeller was on multiple different machines. Now we're just machining the whole process on one platform.
It's quite interesting because when you walk around the machine tool shop, there's a number of different machine tools, other manufacturers here, and it's quite interesting. This is their first step into GROB machines. Tell us a little bit about the process, because you always like to challenge engineers, don't you?
Correct, yes, we've got our own applications departments in the UK. We've got multiple machines in the UK that we can utilise to do demonstrations, whether it's a standard demonstration or a bespoke customer demonstration on their own part. And we also have the same facility in Germany, so if we haven't got the right spec of machine, whether it be the spindle or size of machine, we can then go to Germany to do other demonstrations in Germany as well.
And I think that's a benefit that I've been out to Mindelheim. I've been there when you've got customers there as well, and you're actually proving out, the cycle times and the amount of money that you can actually save them. But talking to the guys here, it's not just the cycle time, but they're achieving a lot of savings on the tooling as well.
Yeah, obviously with the GROB concept of the horizontal spindle, the spindle always being supported anywhere in its travel. The machine is more rigid. It's rigid at any part of its travel along the Z-axis. So better tool life, better quality are achieved because of those factors.
And looking at the end product of the impeller, it's quite a critical part, and I understand some of those are spinning over 36,000 RPM, so I presume they need the best equipment. And also, looking at the way they've actually developing here for the future, if there's not more machines, there's certainly going to be automation, isn't there?
Definitely, obviously, there's 2 ways of tackling a capacity problem. Either you sweat your machines further, make them work harder for yourself, add automation, let you get lights out automation or lights out production over weekends, night shifts, things like this, or you add capacity. So we can offer both. The machines are prepared for different automation options, and we can step left or right, whichever the customer requires.
And finally, for those engineers that maybe have challenging parts, want to try and reduce cycle times down, even cost savings on tooling, what's your message from them from GROB UK?
We're ready for the challenge, basically. We don't see ourselves as just selling a machine. We see ourselves selling the process, see ourselves selling the solution, and we are open to the challenge of the customer. So we ask them, pick up the phone, speak to us. We will do something and see where we can take your products.